Long overdue, but Brett Kissel, welcome back to Pure Country.
Thank you, Shannon. It has been a very, very long time coming, but you know how much I appreciate getting a chance to catch up with you. I'm very, very excited we get to.
Oh, me too. Anytime I see your name pop up in my email, like, hey, we've got an interview with Brett, I'm like, yay. It just feels like a reunion because normally we get to do this in person. But obviously this summer, hopefully I'll see you. It's just been a minute since we've like caught up and a lot of exciting things have been going on in your life.
Well, absolutely. And it's crazy to think how fast time really does fly. I mean, we know that now as parents, but also with both of us having very busy careers, I felt very lucky that in, 2018 and 2019, we were spending a lot of time together at every big festival in Canada and doing so many unique things. And then, of course, over the last 2 years, everything was shut down. And now we're busy chasing after our children. It's pretty crazy how fast time flies. And I actually don't know if I can remember the last time that you and I saw each other face to face. Like, it's been a long ass time.
Yeah, I know. Cause I missed you when you were in Nashville. Cause again, chasing our children around, I was on mom duty, but yeah, we are in need of a much long overdue reunion in person to share a drink. We need to cheers to our additions to our family. Congratulations, because I haven't seen you since you welcomed your fourth little one into the world.
Well, thanks, Shannon. Absolutely. And I've said this on stage, and I obviously I believe it, and I'll say it to all my friends too, that like we have to make up for lost time. And I know that we're going to do that. And that's, I think, what has been the most special thing about now that things are opening up and now that we're all getting back in the saddle is that level of appreciation that we both have in terms of the relationship of a crowd to the artist and the artist to their crowd. It's a very, very special thing to now experience and now see as we're getting back in the saddle.
So let's get into, I want the details on how this happened, because I knew when you were teasing that, you had a new song coming out and that you had something, pretty cool to announce about it. I knew it was going to be big. I did not know it was going to be 98 degrees big. So how did this come together that say, you have this song and you go, hey, I want to have someone feature on it. Let's go for 98 degrees.
Well, I'll start very quickly just to say that this was the fastest collab that ever happened in my life in terms of, I mean, even though I sat on the song for a while, when Jim Cressman, my manager, and I finally settled and we said, you know what, to take the song to another level, we really need those great harmonies. And 98 Degrees seemed to be the perfect fit or the perfect band for us to reach out to. The fact that they had said yes as quickly as they did, recorded it as quickly as they did. Like I'm talking within like a 24, 36 hour period. They heard the song, said yes, went into the studio. And as you hear it today is their one take wonder. They sent it back to me on my phone and were like, what do you think of this? And I'm like, oh my God, guys, this is perfect. Well, because we can change this or we can do that. Like, no, like don't, it's perfect. Let's send it to the radio right now. But as I rewind, it started in 2017. It's the MMVAs, the Much Music Video Awards. And if you remember that your Florida Georgia Line and BB Rexa had the song, If It's Meant to Be, It'll Be, might have been 17 or might have been 18. Anyways, FGL couldn't make the show.
Right.
So I was invited to sing the Florida Georgia Line part with BB Rexa. The guys who introduced us were 98 Degrees. And I shared a dressing room with them. So of course small talk leads into, you get their numbers. And it's that typical thing, Shannon, where they say, hey, if you ever find yourself in LA or if you ever find yourself in Honolulu, which is where Nick lives, we should do something together. I'm the kind of guy who takes people up on it.
You're
so
like,
I texted
sure
them
will.
the song. I texted them the song and they loved it. So I feel very grateful that this collab came together in the way that it did.
What was it like working with 98 Degrees? Because you got to go to LA, obviously, and shoot the video for it, which was amazing. Are they, because I'm having all these flashbacks to like my mixed CDs that I burned when I was like legally burning CDs, obviously. Back in the day.
Good that somebody was legally doing it, because I sure wasn't.
Like they were who I was listening to, and I feel like you probably were too. So were they as cool as you expected them to be to get to work with? Because obviously meeting them at an award show is one thing, but actually getting to collaborate with them is a whole new partnership.
they definitely were a lot cooler than I even thought that they were going to be. I knew after meeting them once that they were really great guys, super
Yeah.
nice guys, but I didn't realize that they were, I mean, I'm almost going to say that they were so Canadian. Like they were so humble, so talkative, so supportive, and there was no small talk or no, okay, I'm just going to keep to myself, and then yeah, it's time to film, so let's get together and put on a happy face. We were just together the entire day filming that music video. And I didn't get the opportunity to tell them in that moment, but I have done some interviews with them since. That what has been really cool is that they were on all those compilation CDs like Now, or what's another one? Much Dance.
Oh yeah.
Like Much Dance 2000
I
and
went to a lot of
2001.
much video dances with 98 Degrees playing.
Yes. So when they, had their hits, a bunch of years ago now, 20, 22 years ago, I was just getting into junior high. And I thought that, that if I was going to play guitar and try to get these junior high girls to like me, that I should play some Garth Brooks and, a little bit of Brooks and Dunn and some George Strait. Well, the country girls like that, but the real cool girls, they wanted me to play I Do Cherish You. And I would play those songs. So I was learning 98 Degrees songs just so that the girls would start to like me.
That's amazing. What a weirdly cool full circle moment to like, they probably are like, don't age us by saying that in junior high you were playing our songs, Brett.
Yeah, I did run into that. But at the
Yeah.
same time, what the guys, I think they're very proud of their legacy too. Like,
Sure.
25 years in the business. They've done so well. They've sold millions and millions of records. And it's crazy to see when we were in LA together, paparazzi was following them everywhere they went, with Nick obviously having the number one show on Netflix with Love is Blind and The Ultimatum. It was so interesting because I had never seen paparazzi ever. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So, and of course, I mean, I live on a farm in the middle of nowhere, Alberta, but watching paparazzi follow us on the double-decker bus, watching them wait outside the studio when we're filming and recording, and not just like 2, 3 cameras, like I'm talking like 20 cameras. And then we all get, and they know who 98 Degrees is, but this paparazzi's like, who's this cowboy? Like, who the hell is this guy?
It is
So
I Heart LA. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. It looked like so much fun. And I feel like that comes through in this song and this video, is that like the best part about it is I can just see how much you enjoyed yourself getting to do this, which is what the point of it all is.
It is. And I've had this internal struggle, to be honest with you, over the last couple of years, but really finding the meaning of this whole thing. And when I say this whole thing, I mean life, I mean music, and what am I here to do? And so in a moment like that, where you get to record with somebody so special, like the boys from 98 Degrees, and have this really special encounter in Los Angeles, I had a lot of gratitude, and I've got a lot of gratitude looking back on that, knowing that, what, one of these days I am going to retire. One of these days I am going to be long in the tooth and on the other side of the fence. And I'm going to be looking back on the real good years of my music. And I'm going to always relish in the fact that I had a great moment in time on my timeline with 98 Degrees in Los Angeles, bringing the song to life.
I can't help but just be like, Brett, we're going to be rolling you out on stage to play music. Like you, I can't picture you ever retiring. I can picture you playing music forever. That's what I see. But one day maybe you'll retire and spend some time with your family, but there's definitely going to be a guitar right beside you.
Yeah, well, very much so. There's a lot of guitars throughout the house here. But there's one guy that I really look up to in terms of country music, and a guy who I think has done things so well, and the king, George Strait. He's retired from touring, and now he just decides, okay, I'm going to do 2 shows in Vegas, and I'll take another 6 months off. And then you know what? There's an opening of a brand new football stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. I think I'm going to go play it. And having that freedom to go and do that is something that I aspire to hopefully get to. George Strait is at a level all his own, but to maybe get an opportunity in the Canadian standards, for you and I, Shannon, we know all the venues and all the great places, and to be like, you know what? It's been a long time since I've played the Dauphin Country Fest. You know what? Let's go play it. you know what, it's been 10 years since I've been back at Cavendish. Let's see if they'll have me. And then you go play the festival. That's kind of what I think will hopefully happen, you know, as I, you know, in the decades to come. But
yeah, that's a long time down the road. We'll get there one day.
One day.
Okay, I have to congratulate you on such a special album, even what we were just talking about, you know, like trying to find what the purpose of all of this is. And, you know, your album, What Is Life, is such an incredible diary entry into that whole thought process. Congratulations on winning Juno Award for Country Album of the Year.
It's an extraordinary project. And as we talk about things that we'll look back on with fond memories, I can definitely say that that record will probably be the most important recording that I've ever done in my life because of what it stood for and all those songs. I've told this to you. I've told this to Stephen Lee Olson. I've told this to everybody that cares to listen, that I based the entire record around one song, and it was Make a Life Not a Living, and how that one particular 2-minute and 45-second masterpiece changed my life, because I didn't really know what I was going to do for a record, but it wasn't going to be what it became until, you know, Stephen sent me that song. And I was on the ranch. It was my 30th birthday. My phone goes doo-doo-doo. And it's, oh, a message from him. Happy birthday, buddy. Here's a song I think you're going to love. I cannot believe that I was given that gift from him and Carrie Barlow and Brandon Day, because the only reason why that album won a Juno is because of Make a Life Not a Living.
Well, I love that song. I'm so glad that we were driving down the road and listening to his songs and going, Brett would rock this. And then we were like, it's his birthday. Let's give him a happy birthday gift. Here we go. So that was such a cool day.
Well, and I've got something very, very special for, you know, the Ella Olson household. I just don't know when it's going to come in yet, but I'll probably make a personal delivery just to show you how grateful I am for that song. But that's all I'm going to say. We're
long overdue for like Kissel, Ella Olson, just celebration of all of the things that we haven't been able to celebrate in person very soon.
I agree. I'll bring the vodka.
I was going to say, you better bring some Boots vodka for the party.
Yeah, I promise you I will. It has been long overdue, but you know what? It's really special to see a friend like you, Shannon, doing so well in your craft in terms of arts and entertainment, and your platform. And obviously with the new platform that you've now created, I think it's going to be very, very, very special for the world to get even more of you on their airwaves and on social media feeds and stuff like that. You're a real gift to this business, Shannon. I want you to know that.
Well, I appreciate that. And you absolutely are going to be on the show. No question about it. So I feel like I could talk to you. We could do a 30-minute, you know, Barbara Walters style interview. I think we should do that at some point, because I always feel like 10, 15 minutes is just not enough time to cover all the things that are going on.
I agree. And if you don't mind me saying, I think that what we need to do, and I know you're very busy and you've got great handlers that handle your career and your schedule, but we should probably like elevate and graduate out of that and do that so that, you know, it isn't just 10, 15 minutes based on my schedule and your schedule. We do it when we have a big chunk of time. And if you're interested, maybe when the new record comes out, we've done it before, and I think we could do it in a really special way. You know, in Nashville, find a really great venue, get our families together after the work is done.
Yeah.
But really talk about the record and take a deep dive into life and music and all that interesting stuff.
I'm in. Count me in. We're going to make it happen. You'll be my first guest on my lengthy interview.
I would love it. And I'm not sure if you knew this about me, but I like to talk. So
me too. I know we're a bad combo. We're a great combo, but
I know that you how much you love horses growing up. So I thought I'd let you know. I'm actually going to see if I can turn this around, and I'll show you.
Do you have horses?
So, yeah. So we just got a pony the other day. His name is Tony, and Leo
Tony
was just
the pony.
Yeah, and Leo just saddled him up like a couple minutes ago. He's having a nap right now here. How do I go back? But yeah, Tony the pony, and he's so tame and so kind and wonderful. So yeah, we're gonna get some cattle here on the little ranch, and probably another couple of horses. But we thought we'd start off with a pony.
Pony, yeah. Those girls, you're in trouble, because once a kid falls in love with a pony,
Yeah.
it escalates.
I know. Well, the love is there. That's for sure.
Well, thank you, Brett, for joining us on Pure Country, and hopefully I'll get to see you soon because I cannot wait to hear more about this new albums that are coming.
Well, thanks, Shannon. I appreciate it. Yeah, I can't wait to take a deep dive into it with you.